Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to one of my videos. Today I had a really early start because I got up at 3 in the morning to go to Target. Yeah, so I woke up 3 in the morning to go here to get one of these. To get one of these. So I woke up 3 in the morning, drove to Target. Alright, so right now it is 2:54 a.m. I'm on my way to Target in hopes of picking up a Super Nintendo Classic. This is the best thought. At 3 a.m. there's literally no traffic at all here in Seattle. I wish it was like this all the time. I'm here in the parking garage now of Target and Best Buy, and I did not see anybody at Best Buy. Maybe I'm the only one crazy enough to come out here at 3 a.m. for a Super Nintendo. I do see a line over here at Target. Going to do this, gonna wait in line. I do not have a chair or anything, so I'm just gonna sit and chill on the cement. Waited in line, there's already 20 people right in front of me. Alright, so I just made it back from Target, and the mission was a success. Where is it here? Got the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. Yeah, I was able to get one. The Target that I went to had 92 of these, I believe, so they had a ton. But I think they only had a ton because it was the only Target in Seattle that had any of these Super Nintendo Classics. Alright, so let's unbox this little box and see how tiny this console is. Now you're playing with superpower. Alright, so right here, got some paper. You have the charging brick. We got, I believe this is one of the NES controllers right here. That's super crazy. It's exactly how like the original Super Nintendos were. My girlfriend's never seen one of these before. What a sad life. So with the Super Nintendo Classic, unlike the original NES Classic, you actually get two controllers with this. I believe this is a USB cable to power the system and HDMI cable, which looks a lot like the HDMI cable that came with the Nintendo Switch. And here it is. This is the system. It's actually super small. Alright, this is it. This is the Super Nintendo. And this thing is tiny. So it looks exactly like the original Super Nintendo, except for it's way smaller. I wish I had the other Super Nintendo here so that I could like compare sizes, but like literally fits in the palm of my hand. I believe this comes down because the controllers have a different port. Alright, so I guess you just pull up right here, and then the front like plate comes off, and these are the actual controller ports. But yeah, so this is the Super Nintendo Classic. Alright, so that's the console. It's tiny. It's way smaller than even the controller. Like, look at that. The controller is bigger than the console itself. Now that we've seen the console, let's boot it up, let's fire it up and see the menu system and play some of the game on the system and see, I guess, some of the options they have for playing these 16-bit retro games in HD. Alright, so this is the home menu of the Super Nintendo Classic. This is where you'll find all 21 of your Super Nintendo games. There's Star Fox 2, which was never released before. And if we jump into the options here, you see we have options for CRT filter or Pixel Perfect. CRT just makes it look like an old TV, and Pixel Perfect makes it look a lot clearer. You can also change the frames in case you don't want the black borders around your screen. So let's jump into Donkey Kong right here. As you can see, I have the CRT filter on. I'm not sure how well it shows up through a YouTube video, but I have it on. So if we want to jump back to the menu, switch it to Pixel Perfect, you can definitely see the hard edges of the pixels a lot more clearly. And I mean, I don't know. Personally, I don't like it. I'd rather have the CRT filter on. So if we jump back to the menu and turn the CRT filter on, you can see the difference here. The CRT just blurs the edges of the pixels, much like an old TV would. And so to me it looks a lot better, but then again it might just be because I'm used to playing it on a really old school TV. But yeah, so this is Donkey Kong. It plays great, music's great, controls are awesome because it's with an original Super Nintendo controller, so way better than playing on a keyboard or with Xbox controller through an emulator or something like that. And it plays at perfect speed. So if I'm going to jump back to the menu and switch to Super Mario, the only thing is that I don't like about the Super Nintendo Classic or whatever is that every time you want to go to the home menu, and you have to go to the home menu to save your states, change options and borders and stuff like that, you have to hit the reset button. So that means you have to be close to your console, or you have to get up off your couch and hit that reset button, because there's no home button on the actual controller itself. But then again, the wire or the cord to the controller is not that long, so you're probably going to be close to your console anyways, unless you have a wireless controller for it. They are longer than the NES Classic controllers, but still not too long. That's it for this video. I'm gonna try and edit it and get it up today. I know I've been slacking on a lot of my videos. My last video was probably like a month and a half old. I hope to see you guys next week. I started school and everything, so it's gonna get crazy, but I'm gonna make this a priority, just like I make my homework a priority. Videos up at least one every 2 weeks. I want every week, but we'll see, one every 2 weeks. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye. Super Nintendo in 2017. There goes a sight from my soul.